One day, this was many years ago, maybe about 8 or 7 years ago, my wife and I got an increment in our rent, and it was a lot. And we collected the letter from the landlord and we looked at it. We said, but God, we are favored when it comes to this kind of thing. And I told my wife, I said, we're not going to pay this rent again. Let's trust God for a house. And it looked like something that was going to be seriously far-fetched. But you see, what was the standpoint for starting? You have to see yourself as someone who has been favored, under the covenant. The rest is built around it, and it starts to activate your faith. When you are in an emotional state that looks like you are a bit, for the want of a better word, flustered. You don't know what is next. You are in transition. The devil wants to take advantage of it to tell you that you are going to see Pepe. I don't know the other way to say it, but this is what I'm talking about. When you move to a new location, when you pick a job and it's a bigger job, bigger responsibility, you know what the devil is telling you? You are an impostor. You are not good enough for that job. Yeah. You should know when you start to hear such things, that the devil is trying to discourage you from accessing the favor that you need. You know, because you can get into a place, a new job, and somebody just walks up to you and just say, I like you. I know you are a new recruit here, but I'm going to show you how to. Just be following me. Just be following me. Just be watching me. Yeah. And then that's the person that will tell you, see that person there, greet that person very well. Anytime the person passes, just be smiling. Just be smiling. Because that person is very important here. Yeah. And you don't know where the person is coming from. God just sent the person to you. God just sent the person to you. The testimony I was trying to share, my time is going, but let me quickly wrap it up, is that we prayed and decided that thing, and we said, my wife said, so what next are we going to do? I said, I'm just going to reach out to one or two people in church who are in the real estate space to ask them, how can somebody get a house? What are the... So it so happened that the first person I spoke to after the following Sunday service just told me, he said, Pastor, so you are interested in the house? Oh, that's not a problem. On Monday, there's one that somebody close to me just bought. You can go and look at it. If you like it, and you like that estate, then we can start to talk about the other possibilities. So I said, so what are the possibilities? He said, yeah, I mean, whether, how much, I know the developer. Yeah, and whether you need a mortgage, whether you want to pay the money over a period of time. I mean, and I'm not making this up. On, is it Monday or Tuesday, we went to check the place. And then I got back to my office, I spoke to the person, and the person said, okay, no problem. We're going to continue to talk about this whole thing, but I'll talk to the developer. And then he spoke to the developer. Then he called me back, and he said, PG, they said you can pick the key on Thursday. I said, no, relax. This is not, yeah. Don't put me on the run. Don't put me on, you understand what I say? What is the implication of picking the key? And then he said, don't worry. On your credibility first, they say you can pick the key. Then you are not going to say how much you have now. And then we'll discuss how you sort out the rest. I just looked at myself and I was like, what's going on here? You mean you can activate something on Sunday and within 1 week? Within 1 week, by Thursday, Friday, the entire paper was on my table. And they just said, just tell us what you have now. And then next week, we're going to have a meeting and we'll plan the rest. That was it. And then, Okay. You know the reason why I'm sharing all these testimonies? I'm trying to trigger something. I want you to remember that some things are possible first. I want you to remember that some things can happen to you. I want you to put it in your subconscious that God can position people to just help you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Glory be to Jesus.